Dr. Benny here from Healthy Round Rock Weight Loss, here with our coach, Judy Thurston. And so, Judy, we always talk about certain topics, sometimes about cooking, sometimes about lifestyle. You had a good idea. You're always listening to your patients and your clients, and they have questions. And so what we want to do is we want to address those questions as they come up.
Yep, absolutely.
Do you have one?
Yeah, I think one of the biggest questions that people have is sugar, right? So we know sugar is not very good.
That's right.
Sugar is in everything. It's hidden in everything. And so as somebody comes in and begins the program and they look at our ingredient list, a lot of the products have sucralose. So I wanted to get your opinion and just kind of help us understand why that's okay to have during this program. Sure.
So you're right, the products do have sucralose in them, and there's a lot of confusion. People think that Splenda is a different thing than sucralose, and the same thing, just like aspartame is equal, so it's the blue or the yellow or the pink packets, right? So nonetheless, that was the same question that I have. The rule of thumb that I go by is that if we want to eat things as natural as possible, the way that God made them. What you have to understand is that ideal protein is a phase 4 program. 4 phases, and the first phase is very specifically designed to make sure that you get insulin sensitive again. So that's the reason why it's medically designed food with lifestyle factors, with a lot of vegetables and so on and so forth. And one of the reasons why they utilize sucralose is to give the sweet taste to it, of course, right? Nonetheless, the amount of sucralose that's utilized in ideal protein products is very, very minimal. I believe it's, if I remember right, it's a quarter of one packet.
Wow.
Quarter of one packet, and so which is very, very small. Would we like to be able to have this miraculous no-calorie substitute that would give the same type of taste and have no ill effects like sugar? That would be great. But really, when it comes down to phase 1, we're going to have to go with that 80-20 rule. We're going to have to make sure that we have everything in line and not get caught up in the details so much. Now, for instance, would I want you to be on phase 1 all the time and eating products, sucralose, for the rest of your life? No, I won't, But your body can handle certain things. That's the reason why I have detoxification systems in our body. And so that's one of the things that we go and in roundtables learn how to detoxify the system. But nonetheless, I'm really not concerned about it as long as it is very, very low, which it is. And then secondarily, to migrate onto real food again. One of the things that happen in phase 4 is some of the patients or clients actually really fall in love with certain products. And so they're at that phase where they are eating real food, and we're utilizing the IP products for strategic times, okay, to be able to, when they're on the run, when they're having their shake in the morning, whatever it may be. And if they're eating, that's a small amount of their intake, a small amount of their nutrition. And so if they're utilizing it that much, that is so small amount of sucralose. So I'm not concerned about it. I'm a functional medicine doctor. I want individuals to eat as much natural as possible, but this is one thing that I'm not worried about. It's the amount. Everything on your body is based off thresholds.
So what about the difference between just having regular sugar and sucralose? Is there?
Sucralose is derived from sugar. So if we talk about, and I don't want to belabor this, but if we talk about sucralose is where they took a hydrogen and oxygen group off and replaced it with a chlorine. So it is based off sugar, but what it does is all of a sudden does not have, in most people, an insulin response. If you look at the research and you look at certain forums and you see that some people actually have an insulinogenic response to it. Everybody's different. And so that's the reason why we have you, right? Because as they're coming and if they're doing the BCA and the body composition is not changing, that would be one of the things that we want to look at. Now, I will be very honest with you. Since we've had started IP, we've never had the amounts of sucralose be such an issue that it is causing impedance of their weight loss. Never had it. But we do know that looking into the internet, we see that some people feel that that is an issue. I think the main thing is eat healthy foods. Don't worry about the small amount that's in phase one in the products, because you're not going to be on phase one for that very long if you work the program.
Right.
Remember, the program works if you work the program. And then go from there, and make sure that you're drinking a lot of water. Talk to your coaches. You should also have your doctors that are running the program. I'm educating the coaches on making sure that their proper detox pathways are going. That's what we do with our roundtables.
Right.
You know, we talk about digestion, we talk about detoxification, and if you have your detoxification pathways going on, any of these things that we tend to be concerned about, only should be concerned about when they're in large amounts. If they're in small amounts, the body usually can handle it very, very well. So
Great.
I don't know if that answers your question there.
Yeah, no, that's great. Thank
Awesome.
you.
Also, I think, there's so many questions about sugar that we'll probably, in different types of sugars and how to approach it, we'll probably have multiple videos on this just to address it, because it's a question that does come up a lot.
Yeah.
And what I don't want it to do is be an issue that causes you enough stress, because stress can actually impede your improvement as well. Have faith in us, have faith in your coach, and when these questions come up, we'll try to answer them as honestly as possible. With that being said, Judy may not be your coach, because these are being posted in multiple venues. And so if for any reason you're not one of our clients and you just have a question concerning my opinion, Judy's opinion, and you're in Colorado, or wherever, post it to our Facebook, and we'd be more than happy to answer that, because anything we answer on our Facebook page helps our clients as well.
That's right.
So thanks again. You guys have a wonderful day, and we'll talk to you soon.